Good evening, investors. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. I'm very happy to share the market update today. Yes, the market closed early today for the Christmas holidays tomorrow, Christmas celebration. So, first and foremost, Merry Christmas in advance to all the Christians all across the world watching us on this channel. And before I get into the video for today, if you're watching us for the first time, please click subscribe button, put on the notification bell so that you won't miss any video or any update that we share from time to time. We really want your support so that we can be more encouraged to keep doing this. So today, the 24th of December 2024, the market actually did very well today, and we are happy that we can see that the major indices actually showed put up a surprise. Last year, the Santa rally wasn't necessarily a bit impressive, but this year, a day before Christmas, S&P 500 did about 1.1%. The Nasdaq closed about 1.35%, and the Russell, which is the indices for smaller companies, actually did about 1%. What this tells us is that we might likely close this year on a record. The major companies quoted on this company on these indices, listed in these indices, might actually put up much more surprises than we expected. The second part of my update today is about the fact that Apple is going in court to defend Google. This is a landmark, court case between the U.S. government, especially the Department of Commerce. They are actually taking Google to court. The fact that Google has become so big, too large, and Google is killing competition, killing smaller startups, smaller businesses in the tech ecosystem, especially in the browser business, in the App Store business. And if Google loses this case, Apple also loses because Apple will lose about, roughly about $20 billion that Apple gets from Google for allowing Google to be the exclusive search engine. Apple doesn't necessarily lose totally, but Apple might actually charge other people for using a Safari, platform as well, the Safari browser. If Google actually loses this case, which is going to be a long lawsuit, you might see Google selling Chrome, Play Store. So what does this say about Google stock? It's not a buy for me, not just because of this court case, but for so many other reasons. I'm already exposed to Google through some of the ETFs like the S&P 500 ETF and even the Nasdaq 100. So I don't necessarily see Google as a buy for me going into the new year. Microsoft actually underperformed. Microsoft underperformed this year, but going into another year, Microsoft is now trying to push his Copilot in an aggressive way. So exclusively, Microsoft was actually using the OpenAI model, which is ChatGPT, but we got the news that Microsoft will be co-opting other AI models, maybe perhaps other AI models that are actually directly competing with OpenAI. And for some of us that might not actually be aware, Microsoft is perhaps the largest single investor in OpenAI. I think they invested about $10 billion, and they've actually added more money. So if Microsoft is going this route, does that mean that Copilot is not selling like the way they expected? And Copilot has actually seen so much competition from the likes of Salesforce. Google has also pushed Google Workspace aggressively, campaigns everywhere. And if you see the kind of optimism that investors have on Microsoft, it's not been very promising. 18% when even Apple, that had underwhelming launch of the Apple Intelligence across different markets, the virtual reality device of Apple, Vision Pro, was discontinued. Apple has some problems in China, but Apple still did a record more than 30% a year to date. But Microsoft has just been a disappointment within that Magnificent Seven. And I believe that the move to co-opt more models into Copilot might actually be that Microsoft has seen that that strategy is not working. Yes, Apple is getting uh, an upgrade from Wedbush. Wedbush actually was a company that called Apple that a few years ago, about 6, 7, 8 years ago, Wedbush Dan Ives was the one who said Apple was going to outperform. Apple was going to be the biggest company, by market cap, was going to actually deliver from year to year to investors. And before I go further deeper into this item, if you still love what we're doing, you're watching us, and you've gotten so far on this video, please click the subscribe button, put on the notification bell so that as the year runs out and we enter a new year, you'll be getting much more updates. So, on that note, what Bush is actually saying Apple will outperform. What Bush says Apple could be trading, the price target for the new year is about uh, 300 $300 per share. Apple, as at close of trading today, closed around 258. So 258 to about 300. You might think it's not that large, but this number will get Apple close to the 4 trillion market cap. And if Apple gets to that point, 400 is not far. The fact that Chinese launch of Apple Intelligence is a positive catalyst, 2 billion iOS devices, and also 3 million iPhones that are likely to actually be sold, 300 million that are likely to be sold. So Apple has a lot of, tailwind going into 2025. And so, thank you so much. Before I close on that note, there is something else that actually came out today. Is Klarna will actually be launching its IPO as early as the early part of 2025. So we believe that Klarna is actually going to put up that fight against Affirm. Affirm has actually underperformed. I know Affirm has been down all time trading price. Has been down for about close to about 30 something percent. So if you had invested in a firm when a firm launched its IPO about 3.5 years ago, you've been down, you've lost about 30% of your investment. Year to date, a firm has done well over 40 something percent, but Klarna being one of the major competitors of a firm, and Klarna is also across different markets, it's going to be a tough time for this two companies who are into the buy now pay later business. I believe a firm might not actually break even in 2025. Klarna will never even break even that same year in 2025 because we haven't seen the books of Klarna. We have seen the books of Affirm. We have seen that there's so much debt in the balance sheet, and the company actually loses a lot of money to get new customers. But buy now pay later is not going away. I'm not saying it's not a good business proposition. As a matter of fact, buy now pay later is one of the best things that's happened to e-commerce. The likes of Amazon, the likes of eBay, the likes of Walmart, and every other e-commerce giants that you see, they benefited so much from buy now pay later. But however, the business model is still the problem, and that's why Affirm is not a buy for me. I will not also be buying Klarna, but I believe that when the two companies mature into the evaluation and they are able to take the necessary step, buy now pay later might actually be something I can look into. But for me, I expect this IPO to actually surge, seeing a firm surging, but along the line in the next 2, 3 quarters after they've released and the market has digested this, the reality will set in. Thank you so much. I wish you Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year. Before the New Year, we'll be sharing other updates. We'll be sharing daily updates. We'll also be having our first live event sometimes around towards the end of January to actually review all the uh, results, the Q4 results that is going to be released. So We wish you Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching so far. Please subscribe to our channel, click the like button, share your comments in the comment section below, put on the notification bell. We see you uh, after Christmas because the market will actually be coming into full force, and let's see how we actually close the year. Take care till now. Keep growing, keep investing. Thank you.